Be on just in a second. Second. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, I'm here on a Friday. And we're gonna open the panels in just a few. In just a few. In just a few. It's great to see you guys. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna talk about natives and Indians. Natives and Indians. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We gonna talk about natives and Indians, and a little bit of cowboys as well, because this needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we are more than just Indians. In America, we are everything. So y'all give me a few minutes to get it together. You heard me? Family, we're going to do that intro one more time and just a little bit just to get people ready to come back on in. One thing they say all the time, it's Friday. It's Friday. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. It's beautiful. Um, yeah, I'll be going home tomorrow. I'm not going home today. Would love to go home today, but I'm not gonna be able to make it. But I gotta be home tomorrow. I got a family reunion. I will be going live at the family reunion because we're gonna be. I will be showing a lot of my family in Abbeville, Louisiana. There's a lot of showcasing that I'm gonna do tomorrow. It's gonna be a treat. I'm gonna be teaching. We're gonna be talking about patents and to my family, and we're gonna be talking about genealogy, and we're gonna be sharing a lot to everybody. There's a lot of family member out there. A lot of my family members out there who are really getting in it deep. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. I see you, Nola, Black Nola in the house. And we're going live tomorrow. Um, hopefully I'll live from Abbeville, Louisiana. And I'm gonna meet a lot of cousins, a lot of family that I don't even know for the first time. My mother's daddy, my mother's father, and her mother. They're from Abbeville, Louisiana. So I'm going to get a chance to meet people at this family reunion that I have never seen. I'm going to see cousins that I have never seen, and I'm going to see old elders in the families that I have never met before. It's going to be outstanding, and we're gonna talk a lot with the elders tomorrow. So it's going to be a little treat for everybody. So I hope to go live to show you guys my family out in Abbeville, Louisiana, and we're going to show you guys our Indian roots. We're gonna show everybody our connection, our Indian roots, our connection to this land and nowhere else. Okay, because I've been talking with the fam. We've been doing a lot of connections, and we just ecstatic, y'all. I'm so excited. Shout out to cousin Tam. She's already working on genealogy. She's already has been going even deeper than that. She's been connecting all the family together, and we're gonna have the we're gonna be all ready, man. I'm gonna be ready, feathers up. Um, I'm leading the march in my family. We're going to be doing, for those who didn't do their genealogy. So our family reunion is going to be about connecting all of my family members on to trying to get close to learning about land patents, learning about laws, learning about land that they don't even know they have. Okay. So of course my country people over there, they're going to find out a lot of stuff, and they got a lot of land that was inherited to them. Most of them know that they're Indians. Most of them, my family members, know that they're Indians, and we're gonna have elders. We're gonna have a lot of elders out there. So it's gonna be great to pick their minds, their thoughts, their minds. Shout out to Redskin. Oh, shout out to Mr. C. Shout out to the Black 504 NOLA, and shout out to 504 Indigenous Warrior. It is Friday, and you can see the chief is lit, ready to have a good conversation. I dropped the we have the link in the chat. We're gonna put a star right here. So for any of you guys would like to come on, y'all come on in and talk with Chief Peanut Nola 504. Let's build today. We're gonna have conversation. I don't mind doing it. It's Friday. I ain't got nowhere to go. Where you got to go? So what I'm gonna talk about, and of course y'all heard about the young lady. She had a mug shot. She was smiling. How you smile when your ass is in trouble? Your ass getting locked up and you're smiling. Call that young lady who was crying wolf, you know what I'm saying? Miss Russell, who was going around there playing a Jessie Smollett. She was playing Jessie Smollett. And her ass. I ain't never seen no. What the hell you grinning for? She got to be something mentally fucked up. Something mentally fucked up. It is what it is. I'm just gonna call a spade what it is. And we gotta stop making excuses for our people for doing dumb shit. I'm not holding back. That's the problem now. We pat motherfuckers on the back for doing dumb shit. Chief not playing with that shit. She caused a lot. There's gonna be many women. That are going to have real life situations. And because of that heifer, they're not going to take it all. They're going to take that for granted. Okay? Oh, I see you, monkeys. I see you, Marquise. I see you, girl. Nichelle in the house. And I just want you guys to understand that. That's just a brief of that. But remember, I got the reopening the panels. What we're going to talk about is the native versus the Indian. The native versus the Indian, and how all this shit started. How all of this conflict, all of this, we don't know who you are, how all this started in the get-go. And I'm going to tell you how it started. It started because people of color in America decided to wake the fuck up. People of color in America decided to wake the fuck up because they were listening to people that's not related to them, and rather than honor what their grandmother and their grandfathers have told them. And we've been disrespecting the ancestors far too long, family. Far too long of disrespecting our ancestors. Okay? Now, when we talk about Native Americans, okay? You said, what time you think? Yeah, this is the information time. We're in the information era. And I want you guys to understand this. The people who have caused the most trouble are the people who don't know who they are. The people who cause the most trouble when it comes down to us is the people who don't know who they are. Okay? And I want people to understand. Okay? I want people to understand in knowing who you are. You said you said you need a body cam. Why do I need a body cam? But you want to see my body? Why do I need a body cam? What I need a body cam? I need some protection. Why do I need a body cam? Why? But this is the things that I want you guys to understand is the word native. The word native. Okay? Halito, Monique Hill. Monique Hill. Monique Hill in the house. Monique Hill in the house. Okay, this is what you guys got to understand. The word native. Have you ever heard native son? Native son. That is a word that people get twisted. Being called the word native is nothing special. It means a person that is born. Charlene in the house. Charlene in the house. Okay? It means, and this is what I want you guys to understand, that it's a person that is born in a land. A person that is born in a land. Okay? Being a native, that means a white person, so-called YT person, can be a native of a land. If you are born in a land, you are native to that land. If you are born in a land, you are native to that land. Don't tell me about where your origin is, where your origin started. It's where you were born. That's where native come from. Native son. Y'all see sports players. Well, he's native to California. He's native to New York. He's native to Florida. He's native to Memphis. He's native to New Orleans. He's native to Tennessee. That's native. So when we hear people say native, that is nothing special to be called native. Okay? One of the things I want you guys to understand is the word Indian, shout out to my brother Michael. The word Indian, some may get it twisted with India, which is not of America, India. We didn't get the word Indian from India. Most people want to say that's where we get the word, our saying of calling ourselves Indians. There was a town in America, India Superior. There's Indians in America, cities that were called Indian cities before colonization. Okay? Indian, this is the word. Y'all think of the people who have the dots on their head. India, the little dot people. Okay? Now, what we're trying to tell you, we are the Indian. We are the Indian, Engine red. I know you guys have ever heard of Engine red. Engine. Y'all got some engine in y'all family. Y'all got some engine in y'all family. Y'all got some engine in y'all family. Because our people, we say Indian, engine, the original. Okay? Indian, engine, the original. Okay? Aboriginal, aboriginal. There's an aboriginal in every continent of the world. There's an aboriginal in every continent of the world. That means they are the beginning of the world. That means they are the beginning people of the world. They are the beginning of their land, the beginning of their land, the beginning of their continent. So every people have a aboriginal. The people, the aboriginal people, don't get it confused with us being Australian people. We are the aborigine people of America. They are the aboriginal people of Australia. Okay, these are totally different groups, totally different people who are the beginning of their land, okay? Who are the beginning, okay? Aborigine is a people of color who of who are the beginning of every land, who is the beginning of every land. That means all dark people are the aborigine of every land. Africa, I don't care if you're in Europe, there's an aborigine in every land. It doesn't matter if it's China, it doesn't matter if it's Japan. The world started dark. The world started dark. The world started dark. Okay? Okay? Want you to understand that. Okay? The world started dark. Nobody remembers that pale chick that did this back in 2016, 2020 for the reunion. Okay? Yeah. And these are the things that we have to talk about with wordplay. It wasn't until people of color started to state facts to the land. Nobody gave a damn if we were saying that we were African. But I'd be damned if you say you have claim to this land. I'd be damned if you say that you were original to this land. That is the problem with the people. The people have a problem with your color. Now, if you were lighter complexion people, they would not have a problem. But they have a problem with dominance of color. Color is the issue. It's not about what you look like. It's the color of your skin. Okay? The color of your skin. A body cam for when you go to the reunion. That way you don't have to carry a camera. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I was thinking I need some protection around this shit. You hear me? That'll be good for protection too. You know what I'm saying? I think that, yeah. But thank you, Nichelle. You are so correct. Now, these are the things that we talk about that in law, the people that are being recognized are Native Americans, and the people in law that's not being recognized are the Indians, because they are now trying to erase the word Indian. President Obama has erased in his politics, he has tried to erase Indian. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these terms in law they're trying to erase us out of history. Okay? They're trying to put native in and use and erase Indian. Put native in and replace the word Indian. Shout out to Brightmore. Okay? So they're trying to erase the use of the word Indian and trying to move forward with the word native. Native Americans came here to replace the original inheritance of the land. They came here to replace. We were together with them, but we were friends. We were allies with them. We did not know that they were befriending us to replace us. We did not know that they were befriending us to replace us. Okay? I know these are pretty strong words, but you gotta understand why there's people of color in America have the most problems out of all of the people across the world and in America. The people of color and we're talking about so-called black people in America have more problems than the people that they say are the original of this land. If you are the original of the land, you would get more body counts than we would. Okay? You have to understand this. You don't see that these people are fully connected with the government. These people are fully connected with the government. Shout out to Chill. They are fully connected with the government. They work hand in hand with the government. They are responsible for many of our people of being in prison of war, not slavery, prisoners of war here in our own land. We call it slavery, but it's truly prisoners of war. You can't be deported in this land. In this land, people of color, melanated people in this land cannot be deported because you are the inhabitant of this land. Your people were farmers. Our people were farmers, inventors, okay? Doctors, lawyers, inventors. We were everything in the beginning. We were the people of medicine. We were the people of inventions. But when colonization comes in and they put the Bible and they use their God, and remove your God away from you, then they break you. They begin to break you. They break you spiritually, and then they take your language away from you. And they say you should not act like a savage. You should be more civilized. You should be more civilized. And these are the things that Indians did not want to be civilized to them. So the ones that they recognize with 5 civilized tribes, the ones that they recognize as being 5 civilized tribes, they are civilized. They sold out on the original Indians. I don't think they were Asians. I don't think they were the Asians that were here before Columbus. Those Asians were black natives Americans of China, and I agree. I definitely, there is no, in scientific fact, there's no light person. There's no light person that comes before the dark skin. The dark skin, scientifically, is the beginning. Scientifically, and the dark-skinned man is the original man of the world. The dark-skinned woman is the original woman of the world. If you don't like yourself and you feel very uncomfortable, I'm sorry for you, because I'm happy in my skin. Even in my lighter complexion, I understand that the original person is more darker, even me, even darker than me. Okay? So you have to understand that these are the things that people have problems with. It's skin color. Skin color is the problem. It has nothing to do with nothing more than skin color. This is why some of these people are dealing with issues right now, and you have people who don't want to mix race, because the more you mix race, the more that these people will not be in existence. Science have said in the next 20 years that there won't be a white race. In the next 20 years, there will not be a white race. And they know these things. Okay? You have to understand, in war, in war, in war, the people who win the war write the history. The people who win the war writes the history. It's his story. It's not your story. It's his story. It's not your story. Understand these things. Now, you may not understand what the fuck I'm talking about, the words that are coming out my mouth. It's his story, not your story. Because you fail to question things. Because you are you're a humble person. Because you are a spiritual person. And you don't like to deal with humbug and shit. And we have been walked over as a people. And we will hate on our own people. We will hate on our own people, okay? We will desert our own people, and we will believe in a people who has gotten us in our stage that we are in today. It was many of our own people is the reason why we're in the conditions that we are in. Aren't you tired of these slavery movies? We can stop these movies from repeating and repeating the bullshit. But y'all motherfuckers gonna keep going watching the Color Purple. Y'all gonna keep on watching Roots. They're gonna make a new Roots. They made a new Color Purple, and they're gonna make a new fucking Roots. And that shit is, y'all don't understand that is spiritual warfare. And the more that they keep conditioning your minds to believe that you are a slave, you tend to believe that you are a slave. The more that they keep on repeating these circles, repeating these issues, you're going to believe that because that's what you're programmed to believe. And by programming, Hollywood knows what to do with your ass. And the more that you keep on seeing yourself as a slave, the more you see Black Panthers and all these things that you think that is uplifting you, but it's actually keeping you in your lower vibration. Anything to keep you from understanding who you are in this land. I want you to understand these things, okay? Because I got the ships, boats, records of these mutant natives on the map, okay? Images on the phone. I look on pictures of it, and most of the days were the 1600s, the 1700s, and the 1800s. They wasn't even here for 400 years. That is a fact. Shout out to the pony lots. Now you guys got to remember, I did put, for those who want to come on the panel with TP and Nola 504, it's in, the link is in the chat if you guys would like to come on board and talk with me. We're gonna talk about these things because the word native and the word Indian, they're trying to erase Indian out of the equation. They're trying to erase redskin out of the equation. Okay, shout out to you, sweetheart. And these are the things that we're not understanding. You're taking for granted on we are under attack. And the last stage of erasing you is removing the word Indian. The last stage of removing you is to make you believe, because they are working on reclassifying us for many years. They have been working on reclassifying us for many years. It didn't work. We started off as an Indian, then they moved us as a slave, then they moved us twice as a Negro, then they put us as a color, mulatto, then they keep working and they called us an Afro-American. Then they moved us to the word black. Then they decided that you were an African American. And then when you didn't like that, you was a minority. And then when you didn't like that, you became black again, and then you became an African again. And these cycles have always been within our circle. They are doing this. And you have not woken up and realized the more you're distancing yourself away from America, the more you keep saying that you're African, the more you keep saying you're not of this land, you are erasing you. You are erasing your ties here in this land. And not knowing. So go on. Fight with the Africans. And you saying people like me are dividing. Most of you Sambos are saying I'm dividing because I'm telling my people that we must keep close to this land. They will say that I am dividing the people, all dark people, but it's amazing that they all want us to kumbaya. All these motherfuckers want us to be kumbaya with them. And you gotta ask yourself, kumbaya with them, what has it done for you? When the word African came in 1988, when Jesse Jackson decided that we should be in the early 80s, your ass was running around with your African medallions. That was during the crack pandemic. When did you see Africans come here to teach us about Africa? When have you seen Africans lead the way for our people to get off drugs, to get away from colonization? Because you know what? Africa can't teach you. You gotta teach Africa. You were meant to lead the world because you are the Hebrew of the universe. You were designed to lead the world. That's your design. You were designed and you were brought here to be a leader, not a follower. You lead people within music. You lead people. They follow you. Everything that you do on these trends, TikTok, YouTube, whatever trend that you do, they follow you. You don't follow them. You become rappers. All of a sudden, Africans are rapping. All of a sudden, Native Americans are rapping. We are the foundation of the universe. We inspire others to, and that's why they steal from us. Why do you think they can't pay homage to us? They get close to us. All of these race of people, they get close to us and they steal from us. You think they love you? You think that everybody love you? And we are the same people who don't have our own fucking rights. We the same people. We can't have shit for our fucking self. Everybody else can have shit for themselves. When it comes down to us, we can't have a damn thing for ourselves. When we pass laws that were supposed to be for our people, it always helped other minority people. Other minority people get crime bills when you are the one who has been crimed against. Our people, all the other minorities, they get crime bills. What the fuck you get? A statue? You get a statue of Martin Luther King? No disrespect to Martin Luther King. No disrespect to Malcolm X getting a goddamn street named after you. But that is not what they worked hard for. They didn't work hard for you to for them to be putting a fucking street up, a style. That's not their legacy. Their legacy, they didn't get bit by dogs, by German shepherds. They didn't get the women get their breasts bitten off for this bullshit. The laws have been against us. The laws ain't been for us. YT women has prospered from our movements. The movements that we have, our women out there suffering, and these YT women become CEOs. They were in the kitchen. They were bed wives. They wasn't allowed to run corporations. YT women has benefit. The feminist movement has benefit off of your movement. The feminist movement has benefit off of your movement. Every fucking thing that you have done, because, and you gotta understand this. The marches, every march that you have done, you didn't see them in the Civil Rights Act. You didn't see them in the Indian Rights Act. You didn't see Africans, all these Marcus Garvey brothers marching with Martin Luther King. You didn't see these people side by side when we were getting bit by dogs. You didn't see the Native Americans. How could they be the Native Americans and they was not there? The Indian Rights Act was written for you. It was not written for a Native American. The Indian Rights Act was not, because how could it be when, if they are the Indians, wouldn't they be there? Wouldn't they be there through all the pain and the sufferings that we've been through? There's not a suffering people on the planet more than the people here in America. There's not a people who have suffered daily or more than the people here in America. And where is our hate crimes at? Where are the respect? Where's the reparations for all the pain? Where's the 5 acres in the motherfucking mules? Where's the check that Martin Luther King asked for? Where's our check? Where's our, come on now. all the struggles, the farmland, all the farmland that was ripped upon us, all the pain and suffering of all the crops that were taken away and given to people who don't look like you and I. Given to people, shout out to Lamont, given to people who don't look like you and I. These people did not know how to work the fields. That's why they put you in, you were the landowners. You already knew about the land. You already knew how to grow crops. They enslaved you to run your own fucking land. They enslaved you, imprisonated you to run your own fucking land. America, we were already on this land. We were always here. Why take people of color from another land when you already here? When you can enslave the people and imprisonate the people that's already here. There will never be light before dark. There will never be light before dark. Dark is the essence. It's the beginning of all of us. We all come from the darkest human on the planet. And that's not, it's not until people make this racism. Racism exists because they lack of love for themselves. It wouldn't be a damn thing about racism if it wasn't inferior. And there's a lot of men and women. There's a lot of men and women who feel very inferior when it comes down to a dark man. Dark man intimidates people. It brings fear because you have the image of the Most High. You walk as the image of the Most High. They fear your godliness inside you. And as you walk, they fear that because you are masculine. They fear that. That's why they want to butt break you. That's why they want to butt break you, emasculate you, because you are the image of the Most High. And until you understand your worth, many of my brothers and sisters have not understand how much power that they have, how much power that they walk within, what light that they move in. They shine on everybody. If they would dip down on how powerful they are, understand, tap within how powerful. Many of you guys, you sisters out there have not tapped into your energy, your understanding how powerful you truly are, how gifted you truly are. Many of you don't realize how powerful you are, gods and goddesses, and it shows you are not the God, but you are a god and a goddess, and you are the image of the Most High, and they fear the image of the Most High. They're weakened. This is the reason why they were able to use their Bibles on you. They use bits and parts of the Bible to control you because you are a spiritual being. A spiritual being. You are a free spirit. You are a forgiving person because you are of God. You are the highest level of God. That's why you are so forgiving to others. But it's time for us to stop turning the fucking cheek. It's time that you got to stand up and understand that they have taken us for granted. They have taken my people for granted, not understand. They took your kindness for your weakness. And they have weakened us. A strong people, and you have weakened us. Charlie in the house, and we have allowed them to weaken us. They have weakened us so bad that we don't even want to contest the things that they say. They scientists can come out here. Yeah, the only time you motherfuckers listen is when they scientists come out and say it. The only time. Oh, let me put a white scientist out, then all y'all gonna agree. Let me start saying some shit, then that's just a Negro talking shit. That's just a conspiracy when it comes down to us. But when it comes down to them, their word becomes fine. Their word becomes clear. They are your God. You worship these motherfuckers. You begin to worship them. What makes them so special? Because they have done that. But what makes them better than you? What makes their voice better than you? these things. And we got great historians. We got great people out here that know the fucking truth. Y'all got to remember the link is in the description. If you would like to come on, you're welcome to come on a Friday Talk with Chief Peter Know the 504. Because I want you to understand. And then we get up here, we listen to the Native Americans. I have never came with hate for the Native Americans. The Native Americans that I have always known were peaceful people until I got the fuck on TikTok. I never known Native Americans to be so wicked until I start seeing that there are a lot of false people playing like they Native Americans, and they ain't no fucking Native Americans. And I gotta sit here and tell you, all these people, Native Americans was always welcoming other tribes that even wasn't even a part of their tribe. They would welcome. That's what Native Americans were doing. And these new Native Americans, and I'm telling you, TikTok has opened because TikTok is a motherfucking central for the world. They have allowed Mexicans, and see, these Mexicans are the ones, the Spaniards are the ones who are portraying to be Native Americans, and they're not Native Americans. Because real Native Americans know what the fuck I'm talking about. Real Native Americans don't have sensitivity when it comes down to this shit. And I'm telling you right now, all these people, when we started saying we were Indians, then that's when everybody else wanted to jump on the motherfucking bandwagon. It's okay when the YT man wants to be called, I'm a Native American. YT people can say they got native blood. Mexican people can say they're natives. But it ain't chill when it comes down to dark skin. I'd be damned if a dark-skinned person say that they are the descendant of this land. Because I'm going to tell you like this. I have always told people, I say I'm a Creole man, a Creole Indian. I got one side, I got Indian in me, and I got the other side with Creole in me. And I have always been proud of who I am. And it's motherfuckers, you just a European. I ain't no fuck. You go look at my people. I come from a melanated man and a melanated woman. And you don't think my people have the Eve gene? You don't think they can create light? Our people create light, dark, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay? And I love me some me. Because one thing is, I'm not gonna let nobody on social media think that they can fucking break me. You can't break me. Because when you love yourself, you got self-love. There's nobody can break you. So you got these YT people who are being accepted. But when it comes down to us, we're not accepted because we're going around carrying the names of the dead. When you go around calling yourself black, when you go around calling yourself African American, you will never be recognized as the original people of this land. So that was the biggest trick to bring that shit within school. The more that they can convince you that you're from Africa, the more that you gave up your rights here in America. The more that they're going to say that you're connected to motherfucking foreigners. That's all they have to do. That's all you got to do. I don't give a damn if you love the word Africa. But you're pushing yourself away from this land. Your ancestors died building this land. Not Africa, building this land. And everything your ancestors have worked for, you are throwing this shit away. Because you want to be a part of Africa so bad. And not even knowing that's not even your people. All skin folks ain't kin folks. Now, some of you motherfuckers are from Africa. Some of you motherfuckers are from Africa. I don't speak for all people. Because all skin folks ain't kin folks. And some of you motherfuckers don't have the same wild tendencies like us. You ain't no fucking wild Indian. Some of you motherfuckers are from Africa. Not all people in America that is dark from that. Look, not all y'all. Some of you motherfuckers, I can see. My eyes can see that you're from Africa. But I'm talking about the brothers and sisters who know their bloodline, who know what their grandmother told them, their grandfathers have told them. Stop listening to strangers who don't give a fuck about you. Wake up, family, because one thing is gonna happen. They're cloning motherfuckers right now. Motherfuckers getting cloned every fucking day. The time is passing. All this weird shit that you're seeing going down is going down. It's going down, family. Y'all waiting too fucking long. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Y'all are waiting too fucking long. Everything that you're seeing in your lifestyle is becoming an agenda. I am not a homophobic person. I care about people who breathe their life. I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever you is, whoever you want to sleep with. But this agenda to carve up your body, all this stuff that y'all seeing, pushing against children, all of these agendas, with grown people doing their bedroom, I don't give a damn. But what you're seeing in school is indoctrination. They're pushing transgender shit on your children. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this shit, but I'm telling you, y'all starting to see the most weirdest shit that is going on. Y'all better wake the fuck up, because the more that you can't procreate, the more that they keep doing this shit, I'm telling you, the world is going to end. I'm telling you that everything is just going to go to pits, because y'all, it's not about, like, if grown people want to screw, grown people love themselves, that's their problem. I don't have no problem with that. I am not homophobic. But what I am is the part that people out here pushing agendas. Let children be children. That goes for heterosexuals. That goes for grown people who going out here having sex at parks around children. Leave the fucking children alone. That goes for grown men who messing with little girls. Leave the fucking children alone. That goes for these men out here messing with little boys. Leave the fucking children alone, because the children are our motherfucking future. The children, when you break the children, you break creation. I'm telling you right now, we're heading in the wrong fucking direction. And if your ass ain't woke up, you ain't gonna wake up. We have lost our morals. Because let me tell you something, I don't have no problem with no gay people. No, I don't. Because James Baldwin was a part of that community. But James Baldwin was black before he was one of them. He understood that he was black before he was before he was he understood. And there were many, okay? Many people back then. And they under Little Richard. All them people who fought, they understood who they were. They understood that melanated people, not the word black, they understood that they were melanated before they were a homosexual or a lesbian. They understood. And now we are pushing to this world where we are allowing these pedophiles to take our children. Don't forget the woman out here messing with young men. Yeah, R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly is R. Kelly because an old woman was messing with R. Kelly. Because his own sister was messing with him. Auntie or whoever. It's always. And these young boys, y'all got to understand that these young boys are being messed with. It don't matter if it's a man. They got women out here who think it's cool to be messing with these young boys. These women are well older, messing the minds of these young men. And we got to leave these children alone. And yes, Little Richard was a wild Indian. He was a wild Indian. He got his life right before he passed away. Little Richard got his life right. So I don't have no problem. Well, I want anybody to understand that it's not your preference. I have no problem if you go this way. I don't have no problem with that. I have a problem with agendas. And America is about agendas. And they're using your community. You don't understand they're using your ass. Especially black people who supposedly in that community, they're using your ass. You think they give a damn about you? You think they care about you like they care about their own people? When your ass go missing, they ain't looking for your ass. Y'all think that y'all the same. You're not the same. We're not on the same playing field in nothing that we do. I miss me Lil Richard too. Lil Richard was funny as hell. He was funny as hell. And I'm telling y'all got to understand that in everything that you do, you're not on the same playing field. You can't be like them. At the end of the day, you're a melanated person. You're a wild Indian. At the end of the fucking day. And stop acting like your asses that y'all on the same playing field. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to George. George in the house. Like I said, I'm not homophobic. I'm going to repeat that again. I'm not against that community. If they want to be with themselves, let them be. So don't come over here running at me. I'm telling you, I'm against your goddamn agenda. I hate the agenda. Okay? I hate people that are pushing agendas. That's all I'm saying. And we got to stop that. We got to leave all you grown preachers out here messing with little girls. Little girls. These little girls believing in your ass. All these men out here, grown-ass men, messing with little girls. All these grown-ass women messing with little boys. That's no different. That's no different than pedos who mess with little boys. Leave the children alone. They are our future. Children not out here climbing trees. We used to be out there climbing trees. We was playing it. We was out there hide-go-seeking and shit. Let children be children and leave the fucking children alone. Your ass, no, your nasty ass can't get an adult. They got so many adults that'll sleep with your ass. They got so many grown motherfuckers that'll lay down with your ass, you gotta go pick a child. It's a sickening to mess with children. You got to be the lowest. They got grown people who do the same shit you do. Leave the fucking children alone. I'm sorry. When it comes down to children, I just got a soft spot for children. And don't talk about, and some of you are men out here putting yourself in a predicament. Where you out here, that's like Polite. You shouldn't have been. You Polite, brother Polite, your ass put yourself in that situation. You shouldn't have been drinking with no young girl. You shouldn't have had a hotel for no young girl. Brother Polite, that's your fucking fault. You don't put yourself in those situations where you alone with a fucking young girl. That's why your ass taking a plea deal right now. Because your ass allegedly is dumb. You gotta be a stupid motherfucker. TP I know the 504 ain't gonna never put himself in a situation where it's just me and a young person. You gotta stop that shit. Grown people gotta know better. If they underage, leave them fucking children alone. Leave them alone. Because their minds ain't fucking developed. It's sad. It's sad. You put yourself in situations. Y'all notice young Pharaoh in trouble, allegedly. Fucking Polite in trouble, allegedly. Umar Johnson in trouble, allegedly. All of these Sinetta TV superstars, all these Sinetta TV superstars are in question. All of these Sinetta TV superstars are in question. Show me what you're working with. Show me what you're working with. Why? 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 Telling y'all better understand that. Y'all better understand what the fuck going on, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Also, remember, y'all get this video up to 1K. Remember that it's always an Aboriginal perspective, okay? This is an open panel. If you like, if any of you guys would like to come on and talk with Chief Peanut Nola 504, y'all come on over. And remember, if y'all want to donate $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 to Chief Peanut Nola 504, that's my cash app. If y'all would like to, if y'all like the shit I talk about, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'd like to thank you guys. You guys are a reason why I am over, for getting me over 2K. I'm in the middle. I will be approaching 3K, and I thank you guys. I thank TikTok. I thank all my followers on TikTok for getting Chief Pete Nola strong and continually making this a powerful channel. I may not be a guy that's up there the 50,000 or 100,000 because I have told people all the time that I'm Chief ain't gonna probably make it like all the other brothers and sisters because I'm being sivaled. You know, they got my ass sivaled invisible. They got me invisible out there. So my views can only go so far, and they shut my fucking shit down. Okay, so I'm not because I'm too real. Motherfuckers like me, like real motherfuckers, I'm not gonna get famous, and I'm not here to get famous. I'm here for my people. I ain't even, you know, it is what it is, you heard me? I don't care, you know? So, it is what it is. But shout out to all of my Najis out here doing your thing, all my Najis, Najis. Because we out here doing it, you know what I'm saying? We doing the damn thing. They keep suspending me on TikTok. Every time I go to fucking do a live, I'm getting suspended. They ain't ready for me. They ain't ready for me. They keep on suspending my ass. I stay getting suspended. Because when you're speaking the real, and that's what I want people to say, when you speak the truth, they're going to always try to stop you. If you're not relevant, they're going to allow you to keep going. But it's the people that speak with diction, with energy. And see, this is becoming dangerous. One of the things, when we talk about these things, it becomes when a masculine energy. See, they don't like to hear a masculine energy. They want me to be quiet. And these are the things that I refuse to be. It's quiet. I was quiet too long, but now I'm raising my voice because they cannot stand when a melanated man speaks with diction and out here fulfilling and out here spreading positive energy to my people. Because my content is not for everybody. See, that's one of the things that people cannot accept, that the things that my truth may not be your truth. That your truth may not be my truth. That's the difference of people. The difference of people is that we're different. And we're different how we deliver things. They got content creators out here that are quiet and they do a damn great job. They got brothers out here that do it their way. But Chief Peanut Nola 504 is going to do it his way. I'm not everybody cup of tea. I'm not going to never have big over 300 certain people in my chat. Because people ain't going to gravitate to a person like me who fucking real. They want a motherfucker out here that just spreading lies. I'm going to be real. I ain't going to spread lies. I'm just going to speak. And I'm not out here to fucking please you. That's the problem now. We got brothers out here that's trying to please everybody. Buy people. Not going to buy a motherfucker. I give riches for free. Not buying nobody. You support me, I support you. We are brothers and sisters out here. And we are one Aborigine. There is not one brother or sister that is better than none of us. This information comes through your family. The information don't come through you. The information belongs to all Aborigine people. So the things that I speak, it comes from my ancestors, and it belongs to the ancestors. And I'm not going to make it about me. You make it about the ancestors. I'm not here to get fucking famous. Shout out to Real Live TV. I could be damn. You know, they got a couple of famous brothers out here. And shout out to them. And I'm here for the people that the people who I fuck with. Real Live TV, if you would like to hit the link in the chat, you can come on up and talk to a brother. I ain't heard from you in a long time, brother. Anybody would like to hit that link, stroll up to the top and hit the link in the chat. You're welcome to come on in and speak to Chief Peanut Nola 504 today. And I just want you guys to understand that they don't understand the difference between being passionate. And there's a big difference of being passionate and not being angry. Because the word Native American is not special. They're erasing the word Indian and now going with the word Native. Native to who? When every time you ask them that question, they never tell you to who. The link is already in the chat, brother. The link is already in the chat. The link is already in the chat. If you go all the way up to the top, you can probably see the link. The link is in the chat. Native American, native of who? They ask you about DNA. They ask you about DNA. Every time I drop this, y'all refuse. I put a star on this. If any of you guys could go in my private sector and grab this link out, because I do have it. Every time I put this shit out, let me see, because it goes away. I might not be able to get the link until my other brother come back in and drop the link again. I can't see it neither, my brother. Well, maybe we'll get that done next time. I dropped the link the first time, and all of a sudden we don't have it anymore. And then when we talk about, they always, and they play with this DNA shit like they belong here. Y'all got to stop tolerating that shit. They keep telling you, what about your DNA? And it really upsets me that we don't counterattack them about what is their DNA. Because it's going to leak them to Siberia, and they don't want to. We always playing a fool for them. We always playing a fool for them, and I don't get it. I don't get it, family. We always playing a fool for them. We keep on playing. We out here trying to. I see a lot of the brothers and sisters do that shit on TikTok. They do that shit on TikTok. They out here. We out here trying to prove, and they stealing your information. The more you keep talking to these Native Americans, they don't even know shit about the South, and they stealing your information. They stealing your information. Stop building with these foreigners, because all they're doing is stealing your information. They're stealing your information. Your grandmother and grandfather work to keep you keep that shit silent, because they stealing your shit. So I'm gonna close because whatever it is, the link is gone. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm having trouble dropping the link. But I would like to thank you guys once again for making this a great live. And it is what it is. Nichelle, you know what I'm talking about, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I tried to drop the link and it won't even let me. We dropped the link like 4 or 5 times, and nobody hit the link one time. Nobody hit the link. We had it in the chat. All right, I see somebody coming up. They go.
Oh, thought he was gonna run on us. He tried to run on us, y'all.
I'm about to bail the fuck out because y'all. I know damn well I dropped that damn link.
What up, though, Peanut? Cuz, what up, though? What's the
I
deal,
mean,
relatives out there?
it's really, it really, it really, I think about 4 days ago, I went on TikTok and I was killing it. And I was killing it. We had like I had 500 people in the chat. I mean, 500 people. I got big, man. It was getting up to 600. And next thing you know, I get reported. They call me, they start saying, for false information. The first thing they stopped me for false information.
You
So
said you said you got flagged for a nigga
I
going
got
live?
suspended for false information.
For a nigga going live?
For a nigga going live. And we talked about this because what goes on is you got to remember TikTok is a foreign app. By it being a foreign app. Let me shut that down. How did you get did you find the link? How you cause
Yeah. You know, I've
the
been
brother
listening. I've been listening
could you
for the
drop the
longest.
link?
Shit. I don't know how. Let me see if I
How
can
did
you
you
put in the
find the
back.
link?
I went all the way up.
Yeah, the Realized TV was not able to go way up.
I think he came in late. That's why I've been in here. So when you dropped the link, I was rolling up. I ain't gonna even lie.
I think because you are a mod, you could probably share the link. Go back to it and see if you can share it. Because most of the time when people get into my lives, because I'm in the truck. If I was on the computer, I could do it.
Why do it say join chat? Let me see. I didn't put me through a whole nother goddamn thing.
Yeah, maybe you able to drop the link. Pony Locks, are you able to scroll to the top? Pony Locks, you in the chat. Let me know if you're able to go to the top.
Wow. Nope, I don't even see the top no more.
It went away.
On back here in the stream yard.
Shout out to
Whoever,
Big Dog Philly.
Big Dog Philly.
We got the big dog in the house, man. I'm so excited for Big Dog Philly, man. When I tell you the fastest growing channel on YouTube is Big Dog Philly, man. That brother, I woke up one day, I said, damn, he approaching 2K already. He didn't
You
got
know
there,
what
you
you
heard
gotta
me?
start doing, Peanut? You gotta start going to people's channels, and you gotta get on a like Ab TV and Auntie. You gotta get
Yeah.
up there with them.
Yeah, well, I go over there to Ab TV and Big Dog Philly. But some of them other brothers, I don't, I kind of,
I
and I'm just
definitely
getting
I
back.
just got a wrench taken from one of the brothers, the close brothers. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say who
I only
it is,
deal with Big Dog Philly, Ab
but
TV.
it's still love.
But it's still love. Yeah, look, because I'm not. I don't kids. I mean, if I was doing this shit every day, like going on all the time, I guess I would. It would be better. But at the end of the day, I'll go to Empress Hollywood. I definitely go over there. Okay. I know my people. I know the ones I go to, but it's like some people fell back on me. I don't even know why. I ain't doing my fucking thing, but they fell back on me. So
Well, one thing we gotta remember is when we had our
but you gotta remember, I went
real
to
major
TikTok. I
push.
went to TikTok too. Huh?
Yeah, you went to TikTok, but when we had our real major push, that's when everybody was in the house.
Right.
I experienced that with the little streaming thing I do on my downtime. We lost a lot of people too on my side. Not only no YouTube stuff, something else I do, but we lost a lot of
But see,
people
when
and
I went,
everybody started going
but
out.
I wasn't mad because I went to TikTok and I got up to 20K within a month. Right, I got up to 20K, and then that channel got ghosted. They blocked me off of, they took that channel away because I refused to give up my driver's license and my passport and my fucking
Damn,
credit
your
card.
driver's license for TikTok?
Driver's license, credit card, and passport. They wanted me to
Where is y'all
identify
niggas
myself.
driving or traveling to?
They told me on TikTok that I was underage. I'm like, bitch, me? I'm
Did they look at
underage?
you?
Well, yeah, they seen me. They did that. They wanted me to provide because they couldn't suspend me for nothing. I was getting too much. I was getting too much of headway. I was making too much noise, and I guess I was a threat. So
They said
I
I'm
lost.
underage.
Yes, I lost that channel. Now I'm approaching 10K over there. I got another channel that's approaching 10K right now, and I move fast over there. I move very fast. It's the you gotta understand. It's the They move, their views move a little faster than it moves over here.
Oh yeah.
But they got me in Cyber shadow ban. They got me in shadow ban on TikTok. I mean on YouTube. YouTube,
Hey,
I can go up to 2K. 2K, somebody my views will go as far as 2 or 1K, and then it'll stop. So YouTube got me shadow ban. That's why a lot of people don't see when I come on.
hey, Peanut,
This,
drop
I'm
the
gonna have
link
to
in the
call.
back chat.
You want me to drop what?
The link in the back chat.
Well, I did that before, and then it give me one second. Let me see if I can get my brother to send another link. Hold on one second.
I ain't talked to Realize in a long time either. That's my
Yeah, I love to
dog.
talk to Realize. Realize be having me cracking up. Give me one second. Let's see if I can get this brother to send it again.
By the boys, Peanut.
Oh man, they doing good. Tomorrow we're going to a family reunion,
Turn
and
up.
I'm supposed to be doing a live for y'all can see some of the. I'm going to Abbeville, Louisiana, the country, and we're gonna be doing something with that. You know what I'm saying, Bright? Give me one second. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this link down.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead and
just
talk to the
I
chat
just
real
texted
quick.
to his phone. I texted to his phone. He knows how to drop the link, so I just texted to his phone. So hopefully he'll see it again, and he'll drop it for me. So give me
Cuz
one.
I see you in the building, quiet storm.
I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna back out, and you just keep it on. I'm gonna back out for a second.
For sure, for
Try.
sure. So shit, what's going on? What's going down in y'all cities today? It's hot as hell in Arizona. I can tell y'all that. I can't talk to y'all about what's on TikTok because I don't be on TikTok. TikTok don't want a real nigga like Peanut on there, so I know damn sure they don't want me on there because I'm gonna really go the fuck off. But what's going on? What's popping out there, man? How y'all feel about all this so-called? I don't even say so-called because they having shit in Congress. You feel me? Some either got to be a major distraction that they willing to go that far, or they gotta tell us some shit before some shit come out. So how y'all feel about these little aliens and all this shit? I mean, you know, you got your people that believe in them, you got your people that don't believe in them.
Okay,
Me,
y'all just I text him and hopefully in 2 seconds y'all just be well with us. I'm waiting on my brother, my partner, 504 Indigenous Warrior. If anybody is linked, there he is. He got it. The
hey,
link
you
is
know
in the
what's
chat now.
crazy?
Now look, guys, the link is
This
in
whole
the
time
chat.
I thought that was you.
No, that's 504 Indigenous Warrior. That's my
I
that's
thought
that's
that
my
was
co.
you. The
That
whole like, how long
that's my
he ain't had
long
that
time.
name for a couple years now, didn't he?
No, that's my long time co-host.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Cause
my long time
I'm like
co.
your shit say peanut live what peanut
Yeah, I'm
504.
Chief Pino. I'm Chief Pino Nola 504, and yeah, so that he's a 504 Indigenous Warrior.
I swear to God, I thought that was you all these years. That's crazy. He's about
Y'all,
what
y'all,
two
y'all can come
years?
on the link now. Y'all come on the link. Y'all hit the chat. Come on in. We dropped the link. We dropped the link in the chat. Y'all come on and talk. We got 27 people in the chat. Y'all can come on over. Y'all make
Come
sure y'all hit
on,
the like buttons.
realize,
Realize
Sean.
TV. Y'all hit the link. We opening it up. It's a Friday.
So Peanut, how you feel about this little alien shit that's going on? They having Congress, meetings and shit live on CNN. You feel me?
Well, there's a lot of them, and shout out to the big dog Philly. There's a lot of them getting kicked out of the. They're getting. See, let me tell you something. It's us that have done this, big dog Philly. A lot of you brothers, what y'all don't realize is the information is getting out there. The people start waking up, and this is the reason why we're getting so much hate. Is because we have been out here exposing so much about who's the Indian and who's not the Indian. But if y'all really listen to the Native Americans, they really never wanted to be called Indian. It wasn't until we declared to be the Indians, that's when they had a problem. Go look at the protest of the Washington Redskins, removal of the Redskins, removal of the Cleveland Indians. The Native Americans, they know they're not the Indians. It's just that they don't want us to be the Indians. And that is the true facts of what we're seeing. Okay. And I'm telling you guys, all of the information on YouTube, the things that y'all are doing on here, there are people listening. And there's a lot of our brothers and sisters who have been going through with the government. Y'all got to realize they have taken precautionaries. They have used I mean, I didn't had them try to sue me, and it didn't go through. I didn't have people death threats towards me. There's a lot since I've been on TikTok. They've been taking my pictures, So it's a lot of this is a real thing, y'all. This is a real thing that's going on.
They can do whatever the fuck they want to try to do to me, cause I'm ready for war. So, but I don't. When I talk to the natives, I don't tell them our history. I tell them their history. That's how y'all get them. You don't tell them our history. You tell them they shit.
Yeah, well, we got brothers and sisters out here that just can't resist themselves.
Can't
They
help
they,
it.
they
Yeah,
feel that
niggas
they
can't
gotta
help it.
prove somebody, Bright Mo. They feel that they got to prove to everybody. These Africans are feeding off of us. The Africans came over here. They have never when we talk about, and we can go back here. They all they can talk about is Marcus Garvey. But when we talk about the fact that in the Indian Rights Act, the Civil Rights Act, when our women were getting their breasts bit off, and then our men balls, the things that they were doing to emasculate our men, where the fuck they was? Where the fuck are the Mexicans? Where were these Native Americans and where were the Africans? These people worked hand in hand with YT people to put us in these situations.
Facts. I
Look
still
at
be
the
Grand
asking,
great
Rising,
like,
Big
brother.
Dog
what the
Philly.
hell did they have in the wars?
Much love and respect, my brother, Chief
Big
Peanut. Much
dog.
love and respect, my brother.
Nah,
Much
I'm
love and
Big
respect
bullshit.
to
Dog,
everybody in the chat,
how
man.
about the
Grand
Philadelphia
Rising.
Eagles, man? Tell me about your Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm not an Eagle fan, man.
Oh, you're not an Eagle fan. I didn't know that.
No, I'm a Patriot fan. I've
Oh,
been a
you're a
Patriot
Patriots fan.
fan for
Oh, you
like the last
disrespectful.
20 something years or
You
more, almost
disrespectful.
Wow, I didn't
25
know that.
years, man.
And I
I
don't
didn't
care
know
if that
that.
quarterback that y'all love so much over there was from Michigan and did his thing in Michigan. You disrespectful.
we on the downhill, but it's all good. You know what I mean? We gonna come back. We the America's bad
That
favorite bad team.
Hey, big dog, out of all these years, that's your first nigga strike with me that you have ever said.
See, but hold on, brother. I gotta let you know why, because I'm a what I call myself a patriot. I signed on the dotted line for the government, so I
You
consider
right,
myself
you
a
right.
patriot
I
because
understand.
of that.
It's deeper than rap. I understand.
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna tell you like this. It's my honor to have Realize TV on here. He was one of my long time when I first started to do this thing. That brother, when I tell you, when I if there's not a person that I know that care more than Realize came long time ago. He would break down in tears, bro, of anger, not because he was weak or anything. He was angry in to see a young man with that kind of passion. I always got nothing but love for you, brother, because people you don't rarely see young people with the passion that you have, bro. And it's just so great to have you on the panel today. And it's a great Friday. It's a great that we're going back in time. And Big Dog Philly, I promise you, I gotta start going back on your channel. I gotta know when you're going on, and I'm gonna start popping up on your channel and start supporting you more. And because a lot of times when I'm driving, you seem to always be on when I'm driving. I don't know what it is. When I'm driving, you always on. But I'm gonna pull to the side of the road. I gotta come back. Big Dog, you have always been there from day one. I love you, brother. You have taught me
All
so
love. Much
much.
love to Realize too,
Ooh, if
brother.
there
Much
was
love to
anybody that
all
I
the
got
brothers and
back, I
sisters.
got your back, dog.
Realize, realize, realize.
My nigga Realize, much love. Much love to everybody on the panel and in the chat. I
My
can't
nigga Peanut
emphasize that
said,
enough. I'm gonna
Peanut
mute
said,
up
Man,
and
it's
let the
realize
all
brother
love you like your
Realize get it.
mama.
man, it's all love to all y'all, man. I was born on my mother's birthday, you feel me? So that's my twin, you feel me? So the spirit that I have, it come from my mom. And
Right.
it's mixed with my dad. It's mixed with my dad's his you know what I mean? So I have the love. and it's mixed with that and you know what's crazy is I'm born on my mom's birthday and my dad is also a Gemini. So my mom and my dad both Geminis and I'm born on my mom's birthday. So like I just got that type of passion in me, man. That
It sounds like your people
and it,
playing you.
look, check this out. Check this out. No, this no bullshit, bro. Check this out. So the one person that I heard say something to me, it really it never left. It was Greedy. It was Greedy Vegan, man.
Yeah,
Greedy
where
told me he
Greedy
was
at?
like,
Where
Shout
look,
out
Greedy
to
at, man?
Greedy.
Where's
hey,
Shout
Greedy?
out
look,
to
hey,
Greedy.
check this out. Yo, Greedy was like, he was like, you a pain bearer. That's what Greedy told me. He was like, you a pain bearer. And I'll never forget that shit, bro, because
Wow.
throughout my whole life, bro, that's exactly what I've been. That's exactly what I've been. I feel everybody's shit, bro. I do. And I can't
We,
help it.
we lost somebody. I saw somebody drop out on. Did y'all know who that person was that came up?
I saw it,
Nah,
but they.
I didn't recognize the avatar. I didn't see no name.
Nah,
Hey, I
but
Yeah,
want
I
I
to
do
say
feel
this
that.
real
appreciate
quick,
y'all, man. I appreciate
I
real
all
feel.
quick,
y'all, man. I love you brothers, man. Real
I
I
could
talk.
feel
never.
that,
about what
real
the
life.
brother just talked about with that alien thing. I don't believe in aliens. You know, my thing is that this corporation can find they can find what's his name Hussein in the middle of the desert in the underground goddamn tunnel, but they can't find aliens. Come on, man. That's the agenda that the corporation is using to keep our people stuck
Well,
in
it's
their.
the same thing with the clones of Big Dog
Yeah,
Billy.
same
Look,
thing. Yes, sir.
look, I
I'm
told.
110% with you.
Let
It's
me
a
tell
way
you
to
something,
keep
and
our
they're gonna
people
get mad. The
stuck
people in
in
the
their
chat,
belief systems where
right?
we don't have to believe no more. It's factual information that we can put our hands on. I'm with you 110%. I don't believe in the cloning either, brother.
Because look, let
Not
me
the
tell you something. Let me
humans.
tell you something. They're gonna get mad in the chat, but I don't give a fuck. I want y'all to understand is this. They took Jamie Foxx, and all of them want to sit there and do y'all understand when you get sick? Last year, y'all know I was fucked up when I was sick, right? So I got
Yes,
skinny.
sir.
I was 253 pounds. Woke up one day and I was 134 pounds. I'm 215 pounds right now. But when I was sick, I turned lighter than what I am. Okay, I'm back to I got my skin complexion back, whatever. But the point is, they was talking about, well, that ain't the way his head shaped. That man is older now. Do y'all know how old Jamie Foxx is? Jamie Foxx, and he was doing them little eyes and shit. That's Jamie, man. And I understand that they do have clones in history, but I don't believe Jamie was cloned. I just think that he was really sick. That's just
Hey,
my
hey,
opinion.
hey, Chief, let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna be real brief. You gotta remember when you're dealing with Hollywood, all of them wear makeup. They can change your hairline.
Wow.
They can change all of that with makeup and those body masks. So I don't put, you know, the cloning because like all of them, in order to get on the news, TV, you got to be willing to put on makeup. They don't want your flaws is showing, so they make them wear makeup, so they can control their color, their temperature. I mean, they can control all of that. But you know, they can make
I know that nigga was light skinned though.
yeah, they can make 5 or 6 Jamie Foxxes look the
Well,
same right next to each other
I know you
through
talking about
makeup.
he was never light skinned, but y'all gotta remember there are a lot of motherfucking colors been changed over the years. Prince, if you look at the original Prince, if you look at the original Michael Jackson, these people been bleaching their skins for years. You've been seeing them get lighter or whatever. But I think Jamie Foxx, literally, if y'all see people when they get sick, they lose their penmanship, especially if you're in a hospital. Anybody know medical wise, if you're not getting the sun, the vitamin D that we're supposed to have, if this is why you try to get you're sick to get out the hospital, because if they're cooped up in a hospital, they're not getting a vitamin D. The sun helps us. It doesn't, we need the sun more than anybody because that's our generator.
Can I ask you something? Hold on. If that's the case, then look, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just only thinking with a logical mind when you say what you just said. If that's the case, then why we don't see a bunch of light skinned niggas in prison?
Huh?
Talk to
He
him.
said when hold on.
Talk to
I'm
him,
just
real
being
life.
logical. I'm just being
Talk to
logical.
him.
He said that if you don't get sun, you will kind of lose your pigment or something. I'm trying to pick
I'm
up on this fluid.
playing
Right, hold
basketball,
on.
brother.
So wait, bro. Because there's people in prison that don't see the light at all. So do they lose their pigment?
But we're talking about brothers that's sick. Okay, I told you Jamie Foxx was
I'm
a sick. That would listen. I listen to the words I'm saying. He has to generate the vitamin D when you are sick. I'm not talking about some healthy brother that's doing weights and lifting weights and sitting in jail. And they get sun time. Okay, they let them dudes get out into the sun. But what the whole point of the matter is, if you're in the hospital and you're sick, the best that's like cancer patients. Cancer patients should not be cooped up in the hospital. They're supposed to be able to be out in the sun, brother. I'm telling you,
okay. I see what you're saying. No, you right.
yeah,
You're right, brother. You're
that's
right.
what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. I get where you coming from.
And
They needed some
he
more.
let he let white
They needed some more than anybody else
they say he was
for
almost in
healing.
his death, big dog Philly. They were talking about this man as far this man was so sick and that they didn't know he was gonna make it. So of course, y'all look, when y'all see white people, right? So-called white people, when they finally die, they pale as hell. When they finally die, they go into the casket and they go back to their original. They have closed caskets because they become dark. They burn, they go right, they become dark people. Okay? That's why they have closed caskets. All light goes back to dark because dark is the original. Any Anybody scientifically is dark. They come from all of us. We are the original being of the planet. So
Peanut, time
anybody,
out.
there's no light will ever come from dark.
Peanut. So you telling me I got a friend back in Detroit, white boy.
Right.
You feel me? He grew up, been in the hood. Me and him was the first ones on the street. You feel me? You tell me if this nigga die and I lift this nigga casket up, this nigga gonna be one of our color?
Yeah, they go back to the. That's why if y'all go, because I had a partner of mine who worked in the funeral home, and he said that they have to paint them like a. He said when they do the body for white people, he said they got to paint them like color their body white because they start turning dark, and their family don't want to see them like that, so they got to paint them and keep them white, keep the pale skin. So
This
they do,
listen,
and
dog.
some of the people got to do closed caskets.
This white boy grandma told me that he had cut off his hand to be a nigga. So you tell me this nigga gotta die to be a nigga,
He gotta die to
dog?
be a he gotta die to be a Negro, bro. Ain't that something sad thing?
Shit.
They
I don't
have a
mean
Shit,
to
curse
laugh.
on them.
that's
They live in
damn.
a
I did
curse.
not
They
mean to
gotta die
laugh,
to be a
dog.
shit. All right. Shit.
They live a curse, y'all. Y'all don't realize
That
that them
that
people
was
are
something
cursed.
I did not know about. That's I'm gonna have to look this up, Peanut. That's some deep shit right
Go check
there.
it out. Go to white people funerals. Go see what I'm talking about. Y'all be like, oh my god, and these people, and that's why when I tell people, I say y'all got. It may seem funny, it may seem crazy, but white people are in mutation. The skin that they have are mutated, and this is a lot of white people. Well, that they have tails. Okay, they get the tails removed at birth. Because these are reptilian people. That's why they eat meat. They eat raw meat. They eat raw meat, and they live off. They can actually eat. They would prefer to eat us for melanated skin. But y'all, what you gotta understand is they not only have them effects, they have multiple skin disorders. That's why they get pus. I done. If you go to my TikTok, I can show you that the sun is not their friend, and in the next 20 years, they won't exist without mating with our people. They're not going to survive in the next 20 years. They are losing that they get their skin is turning into pus. Their skin is appealing, and once they do pass away, they're going to turn dark again. But that's going to be after the fact. They're going to burn.
That shit is crazy. Fuck, these niggas turn back dark.
No,
That
no,
shit is
no.
something
Listen,
else.
bro. Look, and they do.
The
It
vampire.
happens really fast. No, it happens really fast. Like within 24 hours type shit. Like they turn dark fast as fuck. That's why they gotta hurry up and have they
He
fucking
not lying.
their
He
funerals.
not lying.
That's why
They
they
go
gotta hurry up and have
fast.
their funerals, bro. Because it
Oh, they
happens
bury them
really
niggas
fast.
in days.
That's
They
why they listen,
do.
bro. Listen, that's why they hurry up and have their funerals, bro. Real talk.
Damn, man. All right, y'all giving me clues now. Y'all about to put me on a little mission. I ain't trying to just walk into nobody's funeral, but I'm about to just slide into a nigga funeral. Feel?
Hey, think about this. When we have our funerals, it be like a week out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to get together. You know what I'm saying? Plan it. You know what I'm saying? Do all that. Man, no. With them, it happens literally the next
It
day or
didn't
day
take
after.
niggas dinner 2 to 4
They
weeks.
don't play. Nigga, with them, they got to because the body been there fucked around and shriveled up.
Funny. Here's a factual thing too. Want to know why? Want to know a big secret? You want to know why? They come from them Mexicans, Arabs, and Asians all come from the same animals: dog, pig, squint-eyed spider monkey, chicken,
Fur. That's
goat.
why they got fur. That's why they got
Yep.
fur.
And on top of that, that's why they catch melatomas, aka they are why hence why they are actually called field melanated. They are human beings because of what? Genetic splicing. All you got to do is look at the color of their veins compared to ours. Ours is what? Green. Theirs is what? Blue. Blue is what? Of genetic mutant splicing. They are not human. They are human beings. Us, we come from the Kundalini Anunnaki because we literally is like we cosmetic beings. That's what us and Latino people is. Because if you look at the ancient history of the Incas, Aztecas, and the Mayans and Latinos, compare their history the same as us in a different gene, a different ethnicity. Different ethnicity, same genetics. Why is it you notice they have the same hairstyle as a sister? They can put it in the same ponytail, same little curly puffs,
Not
ponytails, and
because
all
well,
that.
who are we talking to?
Mm. To
Who is this?
I'm not sure.
You got a name?
We got Nasir
Not sure.
right here on the panel, huh?
That's who?
That's Nasir. That's one of my little. That's my son. That's my son friend.
Oh, what up, though, bro? I just wanted to greet you, bro.
That's
You
that's
dropping
that's one of
you
my
feel
baby.
me?
Yeah, that's one of our
Yeah,
baby boys,
yeah, he
y'all.
up here.
That's
He up here. He up here on one, and I
Oh,
appreciate. I
yeah,
appreciate the young cuz.
yeah. Oh, I just wanted to greet him. Feel we aborigines. What up, though,
mm-hmm.
brody? Go ahead, do your thing.
Yep.
Man, talk your talk, brother.
And the crazy thing is, I don't know about Latinos, Quiet Storm Sean. That's the thing. All you gotta do is look at Latinos history, ancient history compared to our ancient history. What's the one thing that they have in common with us? Indigenous. They labeled indigenous same as us because guess what? We come from the same what? Dark matter energy. You have
Well,
carbon in your skin. They got carbon in their skin, same as us. Same as that carbon. They
Look,
neuromelanated people.
can I say something to you, young man? They have
Mm-hmm.
carbon in their skin because of us.
They come from
Mm-hmm.
us, brother.
Understand that?
They're not.
They
They
come
come
from
from us.
us.
They don't. And you
They
got to understand, they're
exactly.
the most mixed people in the planet. They come from
They come from
Europe.
us
Yeah, they come from us
Mm-hmm.
and Europeans. They are mixed
and
mutts
Europeans and Asians and
and Asians.
well,
Asians.
They
hold
are
on,
mixed
y'all.
mutts.
Hold on,
They're the
hold on,
most mixed
y'all.
people on the
Hold
planet,
on.
brother.
Yeah, yeah, there you go, Sean. That's where we
They
got
don't,
to get him. He got to understand who the true people of the Latin Americas are. Feel
they're the
The
me?
true
most
legends
mixed
is us.
people on the planet, Nas. They're the most
Mm-hmm.
mixed. They're more mixed than anybody.
That's why I didn't
That's
want to
why
cut
they
him
call
off because
Spaniards.
I didn't want him to. I didn't know if he was speaking of the ones that we consider Mexican
Well, he's
Steve
talking about the
Not
black.
the
or
He's
Mexican,
talking about the black
actual
people.
yeah,
Latinos,
that's why I was trying to hold off for a minute.
No,
actual
Because
he knows about the
Latinos.
Aborigine of
Because
Mexico. That's what he's trying to tell y'all. He's
yeah,
what
because
Nas trying to tell y'all is the original of the original black Mexicans. He's not talking about the ones for Spain.
not the six ether beings, the nine ethers, the actual Mexicans, the Mayans, the
Oh
Incans,
shit,
the
young man, you on
Aztecians.
that? Okay,
Well, that's
okay.
what
yeah,
he
I
that's
hear
knows.
why I
you.
He
want
about
to
to
cut him
Them's
he
the
off,
about to
original
tell
bro.
it, y'all. He about to
Latinos.
tell
The
it.
All
ones
right.
you see, the Mexicans that you see consist of whom? The Spanish conquistadors. They the same people. Only difference is they got a different ethnicity label. Spanish and Mexican. They the same people. Because guess what? They both, all them, and the Mexicans are field melanated beings. Six ether. Notice how their hair looks exactly like a Caucasian person's hair. Very similar, ain't it? Genetics too. Only difference is they got pigment. But they pigment is not like the Aborigines pigment. They sit in that sun for 8 minutes. They are already just like a Caucasian person. They catch melatonin just like that. With us, we can sit out in the sun for 8 minutes. You know what's interesting about that? Every 8 minutes, us as people of color sit in the sun. People don't know that the fact that we get a genetic, energetic regain download in our
Wow.
bodies through what? Our ether, which is what they call us, our hair, which is also another difference. What we have on our head and in our faces is ether. What they have is hair. The six ether beings have hair because what? It does not metaphysically connect to the cosmos. They can't connect to it because their hair is of not their hair
Dog.
is not of the
Dog.
same thing as us.
Animal shit.
Yep. Yep.
Bat.
Straight animal
Bat.
I hear
spliced.
you
Us,
cooking.
Flies.
we sit up there. We sit up there and let our hair sit in that sun. We could be sitting out there
Hey,
45
brother.
minutes.
Hey, bro. Look, hey. You tell me one race of people that hair grow up to the sun like ours do. Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. Hair grow up to the sun like ours
And
do.
a key
Just
sweat.
like a tree.
Yeah.
Just like a tree. Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get this out because I'm about to jump down. Everything about you is just like a tree. You come from the earth, and this is how you know you come from the earth. When you look at the limbs of a tree, they look like locks from a nigga that
Mm-hmm.
be down in Florida, right? You know what I'm saying? Them
Mm-hmm.
wicks, right? When you look at the top of the tree, it look like a fro. It look like a
Mm-hmm.
fro. And they grow up to the sun. When you talk about the inside of the tree, when you chop it down, which we shouldn't be doing, but when you chop the tree down, they say look at the rings and they tell you how old it is. No, motherfucker, that's just the tree's fingerprint. Look at your own fingerprint. Does it not look the same?
Exactly. And the
You
hair and the
are,
whole
you are from the earth. You are unconscious, man. Fuck all the bullshit. I'm about to jump down, but for real, we them ones, man.
I
We
keep
them
saying we
ones.
the moving trees of earth.
We them
mm-hmm.
ones. And I'm glad that we waking up. I'm happy that you brothers is up here. I'm really proud of us, man, and how we are starting to conduct ourselves. And it's still a lot of us that are angry and stuff like that, but I appreciate us being this way and being able to come and build with each other, man. So I appreciate y'all brothers, man. Y'all have a great night. And I just want to leave y'all with that, man. We are the energy of this world. We are the trees, the walking ones, the walking energy. And I holler at y'all, man. Salute. Good night.
All right.
Peace.
Realize, realize, realize. That's my dog.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you definitely cooking, dog. I like the way you into a whole you into the frequency, solar systems, everything. I like that, bro. That's something that we definitely need in
Did we get somebody
this
kicked off,
community.
y'all?
Realize dipped off on us. He said he got to
Okay.
chill. He got to
Okay.
do
We
what
can
he
probably
got to
come
do.
back on. I had
But
a phone call. I had a
we
phone
can't let
call.
we
I'm
can't
sorry.
let that go back to
Jag
what
in the
Quiet
house. I
Storm
see Jag in the house.
go back to what Sean had put up there. We can't let that go over our heads either. You feel me?
Who?
Sean, you got to go back a few.
Okay, Shine. Who's Shine?
Quiet Storm
Okay, let me see. Quiet Storm. What did he say?
about the Spaniards.
Okay, we're gonna read. We're gonna read what he said. Okay, what is the original one? Facts, Nola. It says, oh, let me see. I say they
Spaniards
were.
dropping off their kids over here.
It said the Spaniards were black, and they left their kids. Yeah. The Spaniard, the okay. A lot of people get it. You got to talk about what Spaniards came over. Okay. Now the actual original Moors were we're not talking about them. We're talking about they allowed their prisoners. Okay, their prisoners came down over there where you see now. That's their prisoners. They mixed in with them people. There was the Moors was messing with them people in the caves. They were
Mm-hmm.
having they were sleeping with the people in the caves. That's why I
And
say that they are the most mixed people that you
Question,
will ever see.
question, Peanut. This is just my theory that goes on in my head. We don't know how old we are as humans.
Oh shit, we the oldest people.
We the
we the
oldest people.
oldest. Yeah,
We
we
the
the
We
oldest.
older than
oldest.
Africa.
So we don't know how
Yep.
old we are as people.
Over
But we don't.
150,000 years of age of time.
But we don't know how
So we
old this
know that.
Earth is either.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think that when we was here, motherfuckers? I'm not gonna say um white tea, but we're gonna say something.
Caucasian.
No, I don't even want to say because I don't want to say they look like them. You feel me? I don't even want to say this. Like I said, this is just a theory that went on in my head. You feel me? Because like we know that the sun is getting hotter. You feel me? It's putting more, frequency on this earth.
Tell Sean to come
And
on the panel. Sean, why don't you come on the panel and come teach?
Sean
Y'all,
be
this,
acting.
Jaguar, y'all come on the panel. We got the link in the chat. Y'all come on. This is an open panel, friendly panel tonight. Y'all bring y'all ass up here and come teach, man. I ain't gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna jump in on. I like this information. Just like you see
Mm-hmm.
the young man speaking his mind. Y'all come on up here.
Y'all know I don't even like to teach. I mean I know the shit, but you feel me? I like to talk if I get on here.
I be learning from y'all, man. I like to listen, man. I'm not listen. One thing about T Peanut, I don't know it all, and that's the problem with some of our brothers in the community. They think that they shit don't stink. Motherfucker can't teach nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can teach them. You know what I'm saying? We can learn from each other, man. We can learn from the young. You can learn from a motherfucking dog, a cat. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Big dog Philly. We learned before we became who we are.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna say this real quick. Like, I don't agree with none of Darwinism, evolution story. We talk about melanin. I don't agree with that either.
Right,
Darwin was a racist that tried to bring out. He didn't want to bring us to know about anything positive. That's why they got all of us coming out of Africa. So
right,
I don't rock with none of Darwinism or the evolution. So
right.
you know, I, but I don't mind being disagreeable. But I'm not closed minded, and I'm gonna let the other people speak. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
Well, you do know, and what you're saying is correct because what you see, a lot of this religion. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's talk about where the Moors started this bullshit from. You got the Hebrew Israelites, which is religion. You talk about Marcus Garvey. All of these people get their information from the white man. And
Mm-hmm.
when we sit there and we don't understand in New York, let's talk about New York. New York is the centerpiece of teaching false doctrines. And I want you guys to understand this. All of these brothers learned from John Smith and all these white people, all of their foundation. When we talk about Muhammad, all these Muslims, all these people, they get their religions from a white man. And a white man get the religion from Africa. And they have
Mm-hmm.
stolen from the pyramids. They have mixed all this shit up, and we got a lot of brothers and sisters who are trying to, I'm woke. I'm motherfucking woke. I'm motherfucking woke. Man, you ain't woke because you ain't talking about here. You talking about over there. We got so many
Yep.
motherfuckers keep talking about Africa, and they so slow to what's over here.
Exactly. If we really all came from Africa, why in the world? If everybody, all of every person of, why can't they name one African that they is quote unquote biologically related to? They don't know
They
them, and
can't.
we don't know. They don't know us, and we don't know them. They
We don't have the same blood
either
type,
go
young
over
And,
man.
there, they don't
and,
go till they come over. All
and
came from
Chief,
Africa.
Have you ever
Come on
stood
now.
next to a
hey, let
real
me say this real
motherfucking
quick, brother.
barbarian? A real motherfucking person from over there? You don't look or
Never. Ain't
you
no way
don't
in the
look
world.
like that nigga at
Hey,
all.
hey, real quick, let me
Exactly.
say this. Chief, let me say this real quick. We can look at Florida, how Florida governor is trying to change the laws right here now in
Right.
2023, saying we, what they're teaching the younger generation, they're lying about history and basically, in Florida, a bunch of states saying we learned to trade from slavery. And basically, they bringing in the critical race theory so white kids don't have to feel bad for what their parents did. Like I
That's
said, we can look at
amazing.
Florida. Y'all got it.
This
And how they trying to
information
change them laws about
this
slavery.
information is gonna go past the schools. Cause one thing is the schools is mad that a lot of people is homeschooling their children. And when it comes to
And I'm
homeschool,
one of them, brother.
Yep.
you feel me? That's what I'm on, big dog. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
really on. And they actually giving us grants and other little scholarships and everything so you can homeschool your child. And you'll be surprised what's the benefits of homeschooling your child, what you can do and what they'll do for you. But
Mm-hmm.
we gotta pay attention that a lot of this shit need to fall anyway. You feel me? Like
And let me say
The
this real
whole
quick,
thing.
brother. I'm gonna give it right to you. They making sure no one gets reparations for that so-called slave trade. That's what all these states is locking in.
look, hey, big dog, look, I want white people to know that they were slaves. They need to know that shit.
My
They
my
put
biggest thing is, brother, we don't have to go with the slavery story here in America. We can prove that we've been reclassified and crimes
no,
against
we not
humanity.
us. I said white people. They need to know
Yeah, I
that
got you.
they were
Yeah, I'm
slaves.
with
You
you.
feel me?
Yeah, they
Like
the ones
not us.
came over here
We
on the boats. I'm with you, brother. I'm with
yeah,
you.
we didn't. Yeah, like that's why I'm
Most of
like,
the our slave story is a fabricated story that they use through religion because most people don't understand that God enslaved the people allegedly, but
man, I
that's
just
the
told some white
corporation
boys today at the job.
putting that information out to the people.
I just told some white boys at the job today, big dog. I said, man, do y'all know Roots was plagiarized from a fictional book, and he got sued. Alex Haley got sued for that movie,
Mm-hmm.
and they looked at me like,
But
what the
but like
fuck?
I said, we can prove that we've been reclassified 8 to 11 different times here in America, and what they have done to us as Americans. We can prove crimes against humanity. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and them niggas really thought Roots was of a real ass story about us.
Exactly.
They could not believe that shit. And I'm like, bro, y'all can look up the case and every goddamn thing. And you just like mouths will just drop.
And then once you understand America is nothing but a corporation, and it's a foreign corporation, that's why they letting all these foreigners in to replace us and take our benefits because we're
Facts.
the
Yep.
original Americans.
Facts.
But that's been a play for a very long time. Is that
Mm-hmm.
and we got to blame ourselves because we always we friendly motherfuckers who let motherfuckers into our communities, and what we do, We want, what we do is we believe that if we support anything that's Europe, anything that's from another way, is that it's exotic. It's better than what our people is, and we gotta. If it's named Gucci, it means it's expensive. And the problem is we spend our financial power with white people and give them the power. We don't give our own self the power. That's why we don't have enough grocery stores in
Big
our communities.
facts.
That's why we don't have
Exactly.
enough.
That's why
And
the hood be
we
filled
let these
with nothing but mom
Indians.
and pop stores.
That's right. We let the Indians. We let, I mean, India, the India people. We let the
Windows.
Vietnamese people. We let Chinese. We let all these people come in here, and they become powerful off of us.
Exactly. Because notice how they do us. Notice how they do us as people of color. They'll give us a house loan. They'll give us a student loan. They'll give us a car loan, but we can't get a business loan. You want to know
Big
why?
facts.
Because if we finance your re-empowerment of us taking your land, you gonna instantly take that as full game recognition of, hey, we took your land. Hey, give us our land back. They're not gonna have that. They're gonna be tripping. The
Or
East Indian got 4 stores. They got a mega store, a superstore, and 2 hospitals. The Eastern Arabic or Western Arabic got a whole 3 super mega stores and a gas station. That's why the hood be filled with mom and pop stores. Because guess what? You want to know what the excuse is for us? And at the same time, downfall with us, we is systematically denied access to wealth.
But we are the economic engine of the planet. We
Mm-hmm.
buy more than anybody. We spend Black Friday. They name Black
Peanut, you
Friday
know what
off
it
of
is?
our ass because we
Peanut, you know
spend
what
more
it
than
is?
anybody.
This what it is. We not friendly. We really not friendly. Like if motherfuckers be scared to talk to us. And shit. I mean, like we humble. We are very humble, but we're not really friendly. We're not into politics. We don't understand all this shit is politics. We are the politics.
hey brother, let
Every
me say
last
this real quick.
individual one of you motherfuckers that's hearing me is the politics.
Hey, let me say this real quick, brother. Where see the problem I seen in my 58 years here? We were taught their education system. We were taught religion. We were never taught business. And this whole world is about business. You're a business, but you wasn't taught that you were a business. You were taught
Right.
that you were a commodity. You see what I'm saying? They were taught to invest. We were taught to give our investment to the church and wish, but we were never taught business or commerce. And that's what
Hit
America is all about, business and commerce, brother.
Facts.
especially church, because everybody seems to forget under Daddy Bush's presidency. Remember the faith-based initiative law where the government funds the churches? Why is it do you see in the hood? Why do you see 15 hoods and no progress gets done in the hood by the church? You want to know why? Because the church is paid by the government to stay out the struggle.
Stay out
Period.
the business. Bring them in, make them praise Jesus, and send them home.
Yep.
Period. Keep
Today's
our people
church
blind.
is today's new feds
And like I
without the
said,
man in the
real
new
quick,
suit.
young fella, we learned biblical scriptures when we should have been learning health and law. They don't
Facts.
want us to know about the law of the land. They want us to keep our beliefs in this God gonna help us. But if we learn health and law, we can run this motherfucker. Y'all
Exactly.
got it.
We'll be running it again. We'll be running it again.
Yes, sir. Again, yes, sir. Because we were running it prior to them coming over here and bringing in
Yep.
their indoctrination and their religion and their
And
history.
we were somewhat running it when they was here.
Mm-hmm. Especially the
I mean,
religious part.
somewhat. I mean, you got the boulets
We
that
we
been selling
we,
this out.
we can't
We got
think that,
plenty
they just
boulets
came
that been
over here
selling
the
this out. We
first
can look
day.
at
They
how the
niggas running.
abolitionist has been selling this out. You know, so we can look at, yes, those who've been selling this out for the last 150 years. Go ahead, brother. I'm mute up.
And we gonna get you motherfuckers. I promise. I might not be alive when we get y'all, but we gonna get all you sellouts.
The boule, the universities.
Your
all of
days,
that, because that's where
only.
they're still getting their information with this
But
slave
well, that's where
narrative.
Message
It's
Jesse
from
come
the
from.
universities.
That's what
Thank
Message
Messy
Jesse.
Jesse. Messy Jesse was the center final piece need catalyst to reclassify us or why we get labeled so-called black and so-called African American. Thank old stinking Messy Jesse. And guess who else was part of it too? Thank Al Sharpton.
Yep.
And you can
That
also,
Uncle
like I
Reef,
said,
that
you can
cover
thank the
bird head
black
Uncle
You
clergy
Reef.
talking about the
also,
tag team Negro
because the
champions?
black clergy had something to do with that also.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Remember,
In the book.
ain't number facts, bro. Because and then I noticed that when we listen to brothers talk about historians and great people, y'all bring up Marcus fucking Garvey, but y'all don't talk about all the other great brothers that was Americans that done great things here in America, bro. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy that everything has been Africanized, and we don't talk about the great people that was here like we talk about Carver and all these other great brothers that done and Mega Evers. We don't talk about how this man died for our people in Mississippi, man.
Mm-hmm.
How that man was took a bullet and lost it. You know, his family was. You know, it's just we don't talk about these things. There were other great brothers who laid the line down right here in America.
And you know who was the
Exactly.
center start of it? The Greeks. The Greeks started it, and then the Moors just ran along with it and got it to where it's at. It went, got all the way into Africa, and look what they did. They brought that mess here, and look at where we at now.
Well, we talk about the Moors, and I look. I ain't gonna lie to you, Big
Oh, the
Dog
Moors
Philly.
is the boule. The Moors
Big
is the
Dog
boule.
Philly. I'm 40. I'm 48 years old, and all I ever known, and this is me, and I don't know about you guys. I never paid attention to the word more or people calling themselves more until the last 5 years when I start hearing this shit on YouTube and TikTok. I have never seen people come out, oh, we more, we're more, we're more. I never heard no shit like that. I always learned through my tribes, learned through the people. I always knew we were Indians, but I never knew anything. And forgive me if I'm being ignorant, but that was never when I was growing up in Louisiana. We never was told that we were Moors. I never heard of that shit. Okay, and the
Mm-mm.
same thing with the Hebrew Israelites. I knew about the Hebrew Israelites before I knew about them more because even back on Donahue and them old talk shows, you always heard about Hebrew Israelites. I heard about them. I'm not stupid. I heard them, but I never heard about Moors. The Moors just started this agenda to Moors that has been pushed linking Morocco to Americans. It's just been ridiculous because what they doing, they still trying to connect you to Africa. They
when I was
still
on
trying
my
to do that, brother.
when I was on my little more thing and getting into the history and learning from some Moors, because you got, I mean, they do got information. I did notice like the Moors has been around like without history, like you see them in films and movies and everything. You just have to pay attention, like on the Shriners and all that shit. Like,
Yeah, I'm
Mm.
just saying that was nothing in the tribe. That was nothing my grandmother, my grandfather talked about. These are things I never heard of until what I'm trying to tell you is it's like social media will fuck you up. What I'm saying, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be a Moor. I'm telling you that most people who grew up in the families, their families didn't say, "Oh, you're a Moor." They come up there. They say they taught you. They talk to you by tribe. Who what tribe? Cherokee, Choctaw, or they will talk about. Of course, I'm a Creole dude from New Orleans. So we didn't. I didn't know nothing. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm telling you, I ain't never heard of no shit like that. Until
And
social
Peanut,
media.
real quick, let me say this. Like, I came up, uh, I was Islamic, and I never heard of nothing to the Moors. You know, I was a Sunni Muslim for about 20 years of my life. You
I
know what I
heard
mean?
Muslim. I heard Muslim. I always heard Muslim.
Yeah, but
I
I've
look
never
at
heard
Moors
with the
like
Moors, and
Masons.
I've never rocked with no Moors. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
That's how
but
I look at the Moors. to me they like the Masons. They a quiet organization. I
Yeah,
Yes,
they
mean, I
are.
Big
understand
Dog
that
Philly's not
Most of them
telling you a
are.
lie. He was
you have the
telling
See,
you.
last name
hey,
of
let me
Moore.
say this real quick, bro. Most Moors, they rock with Islamic and Christianity. You know, they rock
Right.
with all the
Right.
religions. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, like I said, I was in the Islamic route. I didn't hear nothing about Moors in America because I was more involved with the shit that was happening in the Middle East than America. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. I know when I was
Mm-hmm.
watching The Color Purple, the original one, and you see the Moors, or what I guess they would be African Moors over there in the movie,
Right. Right.
but I didn't pay attention to them until I knew what a Moor was, and I knew the actual the fez that they wore, and how they other
Now,
symbols and
now that you
everything.
said that, now we can say, I don't know if you guys saw the night the Martin Lawrence was in the movie the night
He
he
called him a
played,
Moor.
and they called him a Moor. Okay, now what I'm saying is they that is an African term, my brother. What I'm saying, when they look to you, they assume you with, and then it's also assumed with religion. Okay, most of these brothers, I have are affiliate. All this falls down to religion, like the brother telling you, and you
Mm-hmm.
was the brother telling you about brother Big Dog Philly telling you he was a Muslim, and these people, these are religion movements, my brother. It's a spiritual warfare. So
Mm-hmm.
all of this comes down, the flag and all this shit comes down to religion. And it comes down to the forefounders, which was the white man who were the founders. Go look at the founders of all of these religions. Y'all would realize that
Big
their
fact.
beginnings were white men.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's so funny about that? Who is the center, the main centerpieces of who created all of religion? The Canadians, the Vatican, and everybody. And why is it? Notice that. How come every religion got to check in with the Vatican? Why? Because the Vatican created every religion. And guess what? All
Oh, they trying to do
every
them
who
both, ain't
created
they?
every religion is
Be still,
kinfolk
gang.
to
You
the
got to be
owners
still.
and the Vatican. And you know what the Vatican consists of? Predominantly Catholics, right? Yes. They created Islam and Muslim. And guess what they did with Islam? Islam, they got it to this watered down stuff of Allah, that God is outside you in a paradise. When Islam is an acronym of what they've been hiding from via the Vatican, is that Islam is an acronym of I self Lord and Master.
Yep.
Or
All them
arm,
books,
leg,
Arm,
head, arm.
leg,
that
arm.
little watered down nonsense the Vatican got put out there. Islam is I self Lord and Master. Is that God is within you
Allah.
yourself.
See,
That's because notice how
young man started off slow, and we was all confused what the fuck you were talking about. Now all of a sudden you didn't got all, you
That's
know.
hey Peanut, dog. You see him? It
mm-hmm.
sound like he done been over here for a while or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
That's
and
why I
I
said,
agree
hold
with
on,
him
bro.
with
What's your name,
the
dog?
Vatican runs all religion and all, because that's what made me get out of it. I basically found out that all religions are connected. They're one entity that's controlling all religions, and they're all controlled by the states or these corporations.
The
Because
Corporations.
Vatican,
to
the
be a
And when
part
we
of
Vatican,
the
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
corporation,
politics,
you
when
have
we
to
talk,
believe in
all this
a
shit is the
religion.
same. Politics, religion, and politics. You have to think about this, Big Dog Philly. More people have been unalive within religion and politics. I don't give a damn if it's Muhammad or Jesus. More
Mm.
people have died under religion and politics. These are the things, Buddha, I don't give a fuck. People are unalive more with religion and politics. Do you agree with that?
And mm-hmm.
Yes,
You
And
sir.
are
you know
the
what's
I
funny with
definitely
religion.
that?
agree.
You are the
I was taught that in
politics.
school.
Yes, sir. Because the church was the first state. The church control all the land masses.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? You know
You,
what's funny
yeah.
about?
Because as
I
we
almost
know,
taught
they
this in
would come
school.
into a country, either you would get down, you would get with their belief system, or they'd kill you. So I'm agreeing with you 110%. My brother Peanut, y'all got it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny about that? I was taught this in class. I was literally taught in U.S. history about how Christianity operated when they first got here, when they invaded us with Christopher Columbus.
What class
But
you went to?
Christians, U.S. history,
I
they
mean,
taught us
what
this in
city? I
He
need to
in
be in your
Mississippi
city,
now.
cause
Don't no. He
I'll
telling
tell
you
you, yeah, cause
something.
Detroit,
Mississippi.
Michigan ain't teach me shit.
He right
They
there in
taught this right
Mississippi.
in
And
Mississippi.
one thing about
They taught me this in
Mississippi,
Mississippi class.
they underrated. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. They taught us right. They taught the truth right in my face of how this all really started with religion. Christianity is the number one powerhouse, the number one circuit powerhouse of the religions. You want to know why? What did the Christians do when they
Shout out
first
to
got here?
Anthony.
They literally butchered, murdered, raped innocent
Finally.
children, innocent people, and innocent elders for not believing in religion.
In the name of
Predominantly people of
Christianity.
color.
In the name of
Predominantly people of color
Christianity.
was murdered.
Cut your fucking arm off, your hands and
Mm.
everything.
If you didn't follow with
What
religion.
what do Alabama keep on saying the Pope is doing with the doctrine of discovery? If we've been
Well,
paying
share
attention in the
what that
community.
lady name who just died, y'all. Share she the one with she had the bald head. She cut her hair off and shit. Share something. Uh
Chanel Connor.
Chanel O'Connor. You saw what that woman did before she passed away? You saw her take the picture of the Pope and talked about he was a pedophile and she went to talking bad about it, and then all of a sudden she just unalived herself. Come on now.
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
You saw
She
what she
got
did?
killed.
She ripped that picture of the Pope and all of a sudden Chanel O'Connor is dead and said that she hung herself.
Chanel
Y'all
O'Connor
got to
got murdered
realize,
because she
man,
knew it. She spoke on a high power
a
that
high power.
them popes, preachers, priests, and preachers is all in the same exact boule. And guess who they work for? The Vatican. The Vatican is getting funded and getting money off every religion. What is the number one? What is the main three powerhouse religions that the Vatican gets its money through? Christianity, the Illuminati, which is a religion itself, and who's also the third one? The Catholics. Those
Yeah,
are
I was
the
gonna say
main
don't leave the
three.
Catholics out of it, young man.
Yep,
I'm with you.
the main three. Those are the main three powerhouses of the religions that keeps the Vatican getting their money.
Well, to
Cause
me, I would say the Catholic is number one because I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you this.
Catholic, Christianity,
ooh,
and
Catholic boy.
the
They are the
what?
reason for these butt breakings going on.
Oh yeah, all day. Catholic is number one. Butt
Seven
breaking
Catholic.
them
Hail
little boys
Mary.
back in slavery,
7 Hail Marys and
European
they
slavery,
queen.
all of that. That's why you see the Pope. That's why you see the what's that? What's the person name? Keep their paw. These altar teachers to keep their paws off the altar boys. Keep your hands to yourself, Father. Hey, and y'all can hey in Catholic religion, when y'all in their religious book, they said when Jesus swear the children come under me, what they was doing to them boys is not what he was talking about. And y'all literally up here boy bucking these boys to where you're keeping them from doing what? Reproduction with women. Because what do
Hypothetically,
the Catholics? Because what is the number one gender that the Catholics hate the utmost when it comes down to butt breaking the boys? Women. They are against women having more
Wow.
children. That's what the
Wow.
Catholics have been doing. That's why they've been boy bucking these little boys, predominantly of color little boys, over anything. That's what the
Yeah.
Catholic been doing, and the Catholics been doing this for over 7 centuries. They've been doing this. The Catholic up there, like boy, you better. Cause here's what's funny. Back then, remember when they had the little boys in a picture of a little boy, a slave master standing over him with the little boy turned around and the flannel showing his cheeks, right?
Oh my
That's what
God.
they was doing to them little boys.
My
They
God.
butt breaking them little boys and just not just psychologically doing it out of
And
making
they
excuse
doing it
fight.
to the YT people too. They're not just doing it to black boys. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing it to YT boys also. And that's why I tell y'all, I don't care what color of skin, leave the fucking children alone. I don't care.
Exactly.
That beyond is the nastiest shit I've ever seen is messing with children, baby. Little girls. What you gonna do with a little girl and she ain't nothing but 11 to 10 years old? What you gonna do with her? Or with a little boy?
Exactly.
What you gonna do with a
They
little
get,
boy? What
Sick.
y'all some nasty,
Sick,
stank
especially the
and
bitches
little
need
that
help,
need to
boys.
or
be
you need
sat
to
on
get
They
up.
eradicated
boy
off
buck
this earth.
them little boys like they nothing. And you know what they do it with their own? You want to know why they do it with their own? They want their own to make sure, hey, if you reproduce with a woman, especially a woman of color, we're gonna come back and break you.
That make a lot of
Them
sense, man.
priests, yep, they've been doing that. They've been boy bucking not just us, they boy buck now it's just more common. They boy buck they own more than we do. Because guess what?
While we sitting here talking, y'all on the deep subject.
Allegedly.
Y'all on the deep subject. I want to ask y'all the two elders on this. What he's saying is correct because if y'all look at it, and I hope I don't get a brain fart on talking it, but let's just think about it. Think about this, y'all. If you really look into it, there's two different groups of white people when we talk about this. They have the poor whites who have been swindled by these corporations and believing that they're accepted on the same. If you look at the Jewish, the people like them, right? They're protecting them kind of people. They're these all the whites ain't the same, brother. And they
Mm,
dumbasses don't realize it. Okay? So while Hitler was doing what
No, they do realize it. It just they're
mm,
willing to come together for your ass.
mm-hmm.
because why
They
Hitler,
realize it. I mean
wow.
they are the same, but they ain't the same.
All
And they
skin folk
realize
ain't
it.
kinfolk.
They realize it, but they like, like, hey, then we'll band
Because it's the
together.
power of control. They want to keep the power, and they're even though that they are poor, maybe even poorer than us, they would rather keep the supremacy part, right? Because even though we could be richer than them, they still got the privilege. Richer, and we ain't got the privilege. The privilege is being able to have the benefit of the doubt. We don't have the benefit of the fucking doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let
Because
me
of the
say this real
science of
quick.
us.
Let me say this real quick. Who runs South America? Let me ask y'all that question.
White people,
I
Mm-hmm.
answer it. The Catholic Church and the cartels.
white people.
Mm.
Who owns North America? The Christians and the mafia.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. He
You can
ain't
look it
lying.
up. The Catholic Church runs South America. Them in the cartel.
Why is you see a
Most
big
of
old
South
giant
America is
statue of
heavy
Jesus?
Catholicism.
In
Why
Brazil,
you see a big old?
Rio
Why
de
you be seeing?
Janeiro.
Mhm. Why you be seeing them big old giant statues of Jesus everywhere? Hmm. Notice that they got them big old giant super statues of Jesus all the way as tall as a
But that's
mountain.
not Jesus. That's not Jesus. And as far
Hmm.
and I tell this to religious people all the time. I say, now one thing you don't know about me, I do know the Bible. Okay, and one of the things is where is the letter J? Where's the letter J?
No,
Where's
well,
the letter J?
n-
Where did you get
Why?
Jesus from? Okay, okay. I want to know when during that century time, the stuff that you believe, and then let's talk about revelations. Revelations. Even in Revelations, it speaks of the man. His hair was like wool, his eyes was like fire, his feet was burnt in a divine brass. Where do you get off? And when we talk about wool, it's like a sheep clothing. So when we talk about melanin people, it's all about race. It's all about race.
Hey, Peanut, I show you my beard. You'll see wool.
Oh, I already know
Oh
you.
yeah, Philly. I'm saying Philly
Well,
don't be, yeah.
Philly,
I
you would
forgot
be
Philly got the
Philly,
God beard going on, the Master
You would
Wizard.
be Philly. You would be the definition of the Messiah. Okay, but this shit that they're saying now, you don't have that canine den, and I don't want to seem racist. Okay, but when they get up here and talk about these things, you don't attract lice, fleas.
exactly.
Yeah, that's not in your
Facts.
DNA, brother.
Because we have ether, not hair.
Do you hear what he's saying, huh?
Ether. We don't have hair on our
Yes, sir. I
heads.
rock with the ether. I love the ether talk.
Only white
Because when he
people.
talking about hair, you see, you got a gift, big dog Philly. That's a gift.
Ether.
That and
Nah,
it
10.
protects you from having bugs jump on your ass. Now you can get,
Mm-hmm.
but the only way you can get a bug, and I can get a bug, and he can get a bug, we have to be around them kind of people who have the bugs,
That
and
have bugs.
it don't last on us fans, but they them people there, it will live in them. It lives in.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get down, y'all. I'm gone. I gotta
Uh,
go. Y'all
all
keep
right.
on building. I'm gonna try to come back if y'all still on.
Oh, you got a
All right.
roll?
Yeah, I'll be back if y'all still on.
All right, brother.
Much respect, brother. Much love and respect from the
Mm-hmm.
OG, man.
And what you got to understand, for these people to live and be in existence, they have to mate with people like us. And they know it. They know it. And there's many of the women, many of they women know it. That if you go look at the video on YouTube, you can Google a white woman admit that in order for her to live her legacy and survive, she has to mate with a black man. Okay? That's only for survival. For her legacy, she has to mate with black men, and it's true that that our men and our women hold special seeds,
Mm-hmm.
and for
Ain't
them
no
to be, they need y'all to survive, and
ain't
that's the
no
only way that's going to kill racism. Racism will end when they realize how much they need us. Okay.
mm-hmm.
And you have to understand that. Shout out to the red butterfly. Or you know what I'm saying? The red butterfly in the house. It's so good to see you, sis. I haven't seen you in a while. Shout out to you. And shout out to all the great brothers and sisters. Charlene. Shout out to Quiet Storm. Shout out to George. Oh, it's so good to see George. My brother George. Shout out to all of, we're gonna go down the line. Pawnee Locks, the great Pawnee Locks in the house. Finest. Man, it's so great to see you, Finest. Anthony Low. You are one of my greatest followers, and shout out to you, and shout out to Loyal. Shout out to Loyal for correcting me on Chanel O'Connor. Okay, shout out to you. Y'all gotta remember I'm from New Orleans, so I got some fucked up ways of talking. So, my tongues just be moving. Okay, so and let me see. And Nichelle has been in here rocking it out. And 504 Indigenous Warrior for actually putting the link in the chat. So many great people. Of course, it's been a great night, y'all. And y'all follow my little brother right here. Y'all follow him on his channel. He's he learns a great deal, and he's like a son to me. Shout out to Nas. Nas know I got nothing but love. I got protection for Nas because that's my baby boy partner and friend. And Nas gonna always be family. So nobody ain't gonna be messing with Nas. Nas got number great information. He's very smart. Okay. So I would like to thank everybody. Remember, we're gonna say these dialogues. I'm gonna bring this down. Remember, if y'all want to donate $1, $2, $3, whatever you want to do to support the channel. Shout out to you if you can do it. If you ain't got the money, it is what it is. Also, we're gonna go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, remember, we're always trying to get this video up to 1K. Okay, it's for the algorithm. Get this up. Try to get these numbers up, y'all. And remember, this is an Aborigine perspective only. It's not an African perspective. It's not a Native American perspective. It's not Puerto Ricans. It's not all these other people, African. It's us, okay? And we had an open panel tonight. It is what it is. We're gonna give Nas, because he's the only one right here on the panel. We're gonna give Nas to say the last word. Shout out to Huntsville,
Hey,
Alabama.
hey, mother, just know we all stronger together than divided. I don't care your ethnicity, brown, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian. All this is for educational
Purposes.
purposes only.
And that's what it
Well,
is. And
mm-hmm,
we're not racist people. We don't hate people. We can't
mm-mm,
hate people because we are spiritual people. Spiritual people can't hate people, but the truth
mm-hmm,
hurts people. One of the things I always told people, sometimes your truth ain't my truth. And remember that the opinions in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Peanut Nola 504 and this Aborigine channel. Catch the replay. Remember to share the video. We love you guys. We out of here. And remember, we got a sports channel. How brother Nas? Y'all come
yep.
over there and support. I know you, even if you're not a Saints fan, y'all can support the Battle Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. Remember, we talk Saints football, Pelicans basketball in New Orleans. So remember, we come support my sons. That my son has a podcast, and yes, I'm a co-host to it. So you guys can also the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. So please, y'all subscribe. Even if y'all don't like the Saints, y'all can like y'all team. Please subscribe and support the team. It is what it is. Support my channel. But we're going to get out of here. You got one more thing to say, Nas?
I'm good. Oh, I'm good.